Shalom, shalom to the family. Street baptism back with more beautiful wisdom that we believe comes directly from the Father. Much love to the family, trying to walk the path or in the way of the Son of the Creator, the only begotten Yeshua or Yahweh Shai Mashiach, in humility and sincerity, with patience and forgiveness and all these other beautiful things that are the more significant things that we can read about or learn or get understanding on or study in the Word of God. We back this time. This is not how to use study tools. It's not a part of that series of segments. This is literally going to be specifically a series of segments concerning the Hebrew. There's going to be portions of it. So we got Hebrew characters that we got to go through. We got to go through the Hebrew grammar. But all of these things that are going to be a part of this series of segments are going to help people understand the Hebrew language, purely understand the Hebrew language, breaking it all the way down, not skipping anything and going back to something and saying this other stuff is fake. We're going to thoroughly go and dig into this information so that we can be assured, as we like assurance or as we love assurance, every single day that we're studying the Word of God properly, because just reading the translation from somebody else, no matter who it is not good. We got to dig into this stuff and not be lazy. So we're going to start here with the first character in what's known as or called the Hebrew alphabet. I call it the character list because alphabet, they call it alphabet, but alphabet is just the two main characters or two leading characters in the character list. You got the Aleph and you got the Bet. In Greek, you got the alpha, beta, and so on and so forth with other languages. So I call it the character list. The first character on the Hebrew character list is this Aleph here. So you're going to see the Aleph look like this. You're going to see it look slightly different, but for the most part, you're going to see it look like this. The Aleph. Here is a Paleo Hebrew Aleph. This is very important. Paleo represents something more ancient. Actually, let me just do that real quick. We're going to look at what Paleo means. What does the word Paleo mean? Paleo, and forgive me for any background noises. Paleo. So paleo usually comes with a dash, meaning it's usually another word that's connected with it that comes behind it. Paleo. Before vowels, salat. Dang. Before vowels, pale or pale, word forming element used in scientific combinations, mostly since circa 1870, meaning, here's the meaning, ancient, early, prehistoric, primitive, or a fossil, meaning something very, very old, old beyond old. So it says from Latinized form of Greek, palaios, meaning old or ancient, from palai, meaning long ago or far back, from a Proto-Indo-European root. That's what PIE means. Proto-Indo-European, meaning the oldest Indo-European languages that they can find. The root quel, which means far in space or time. So this is what paleo means. So this is an ancient Hebrew Aleph, even before the Aramaic or the quote unquote modern Hebrew that we have today. So it's interesting, right? Because the belief is that all languages come from, they all come from Hebrew or Edenics. We'll get into Edenics another time. Edenics is basically an older Hebrew. So if y'all was to turn your phone, right? You turn your phone and you'll see that this looks like an A. Literally, it looks like an ox head because that's the pictograph for it, but it looks like an A. Real quick, a pictograph is the picture for the character. So every Hebrew character has a picture that has a meaning with it. It's not like English. A has no meaning, it's just A. B has no meaning, it's just a B. X has no meaning, it's just an X. No, Hebrew characters all have meaning. So this here is an Aleph. This is a Paleo Hebrew form of an Aleph, actually. So here we got the modern Hebrew or the Aramaic script Aleph. And what does this Aleph mean? Because we're not going to be going that deep into these characters for these segments, specifically concerning the Hebrew characters and their meanings. But here I have this photo or picture that I got off of Google. Can't remember where I got it from, but it's definitely accurate as far as the pictographs are concerned. So this Aleph right here, which is the first character, Hebrew, moving from right to left and not left to right. Hebrew is from right to left. So this Aleph starts here on the right side at the top. It looks like an ox head. And what is this? What does this Aleph mean or represent? Well, first, every Hebrew character has a numeric equivalent, meaning it's a number that comes with the character. So Aleph, it being the first character, it represents 1. We can see that right here, right? But also, Aleph is equivalent to the number 1, but it can mean an ox because that's the head, the ox head. And the ox comes with what idea? Strength or being a leader. So this is what this Aleph means. It can mean strength. It can mean the first of or a beginning. And it can also mean a leader because it's the lead Hebrew character. It's the first character. What else do we have here? Paleo and modern Hebrew Aleph Bait. Here's the character list. Don't worry about the rest of the characters. We'll get into them at another time. Here's this Aleph again, the pictograph. Then we see the name Aleph with the modern script Aleph right there. We got the symbol, the English symbol. The equivalent in English would be an A. And what else do we got? Let's keep getting more information on this Aleph. Shalak, got all this Hebrew stuff in here. So here, right, and don't worry about the sources. We write a lot of stuff down over here at Street Baptism, but we get it from 1, 2, 3, or 4 sources. My fault, not 2, never 2. 3 or 4 sources we look into for anything that we look into over here at Street Baptism, as we should. We're trying to assure truth. So here, what else do we have? We got an Aleph. Aleph being the first character. What does it mean? Here it has a strong, power, or leader. So this is what this Aleph character comes with. Praise the Father. So when you think about the Aleph, you're thinking about strength. You're thinking about power. You're thinking about a lead of something because it's the first Hebrew character. And of course, we can always get more information on these Hebrew characters, but this is not to go in depth. This is just to provide a plain understanding of each Hebrew character and the meaning behind it, the numeric equivalent. And we're not even gonna get into the Arabic equivalent or the equivalent in Greek. Sometimes I might mention that, but we're not even gonna do all of that. Not here for this. But this is the Aleph. Let's just read this real quick. Aleph on Wiki. Aleph in Jewish mysticism represents the oneness of God. Probably because the word for one, echad, starts with a Aleph. Praise the Father. It says the letter can be seen as being composed of an upper yod, a lower yod. Yeah, so this is getting into some deeper stuff that I could break down, but I'm definitely not going to do that right now. We have the plain or basic understanding or knowledge concerning this Aleph right here, and that's all I wanted to provide. Praise the Father. So the numeric equivalent for the Aleph is 1. And it's the lead Hebrew character that can represent strength, being the lead, or having power. The pictograph for it is an ox head. And if you turn the Paleo Hebrew, meaning the ancient Hebrew Aleph sideways, we can see that it looks exactly like an English A, because all languages are going to go back emphatically, without a doubt, intrinsically to the Hebrew language. Praise the Father. And that's it for Street Baptism. Much love to the family. Shalom.